With the release of Stardew Valley 1.6, there is so much content to talk about. Here is another video showcasing all of the really cool features that you can now access within Stardew Valley. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more Gamergar Stardew Valley content. And for my subscriber base that loves long form content, you can expect a 100-day video dropping tomorrow. When we now enter the intro screen and set up our character for the first time, you'll now notice there's a new farm type added to the game. It's called the Meadowlands Farm, and this farm primarily focuses on raising animals instead of growing crops. Now, there are crop patches on the farm, there's just not a whole lot of crop space. Not to worry though, this farm will set you up for success from day one. Once you spawn on this farm, you will start with 15 pieces of hay, not 15 pieces of the usual parsnips. This is a good thing though, because you're also given a free coop. Now, it is just the first tier, but it's better than nothing. What's more, you're also given 2 free chickens. Chickens, believe it or not, are one of the most profitable animals in the game, as they will generate eggs every single day after they reach maturity. The Meadowlands Farm will also give you special blue grass, and if the chickens eat this grass outside, they will get bonus friendship points. And the more friendship points your chicken accumulates, the better quality egg they will lay, and higher quality eggs means better money. Also, if you process a high quality egg into mayonnaise, you will get back a high quality mayonnaise. Now let's talk about the new multiplayer cabins. They're absolutely amazing. We can now choose between a few different cabin styles, including a really cool trailer similar to the one Pan and Penny lives in. What's more, you don't even have to play multiplayer to get your hands on these different cabin variants. You can go straight up to Robin and she will build any of these cabins for you instantaneously. You can even use them as storage space on a single player farm. So if you are looking for that perfect farm aesthetic, look no further than the cabin variants. Let's talk about the new pet items. You can purchase these items off Marnie. What we have here are 2 dog houses, and we also have 2 cat trees, and we also have a bird box. Absolutely amazing. We also have now new variations of animal bowls, because you can have loads of different types of pets in Stardew Valley now, and it's going to make for great customization options. Let's talk about how home renovations have been overhauled. You now have to pay to add the open bedroom, the southern room, the corner room, but you can now make the house much bigger than what you could initially do with it. It is very expensive, but the money is worth it, because when you're finished adding all of the extensions, the house is just way bigger and you can do so much with it now. You could turn your house into a factory if you wanted, with tons of processing machines. Obviously, to add the southern room and to add all these extensions, your house has to be fully upgraded first. Once all of the regular upgrades go through, you can go back to Robin and you can go to town on all of these room extensions. They are quite expensive, but definitely worth it. There's a new option here now to add a dining room area. Now, it does cost a whopping 150,000 gold, but look at the amount of space it actually gives you, and there's an awful lot you can do with that kind of space. But it doesn't end there. We can even add a cubby, we can add an attic, we can add so much to the house. It's just going to make it a way better experience. During my playthroughs in Stardew Valley, I've never done much when it comes to actually playing inside the house, but with all of this additional space, there's so much customization we can now do, and it's actually going to save us money in the long run, because the more we can put inside our house, the less we can put out on our farm, and we can focus on the money making aspect out on the farm, such as putting down crops or filling it up to the top with animals, and we can put all our processing equipment inside here. This will eliminate a huge amount of sheds needed to hold processing equipment. It's going to be an absolute game changer. Another great update that was introduced in Stardew Valley 1.6 was the prize tickets. Now, there's a few ways you can get prize tickets. You can do the big community quests, which activate every week, but you have to wait until fall before you can get your hands on those. You can also check out the Help Wanted board, and every so often there will be a quest up there, and as a side reward it will be a prize ticket. So we're going to take the Strong Stuff quest here, just for the sake of it. Once that quest is completed, we're going to get the usual money. We're also going to get any sort of rewards that would have come with the 1.5. But we're also going to get an additional reward, a prize ticket. And that prize ticket will come out of the actual community board. There's a little ticket machine set up beside it. Let's take a nice stroll down to the ticket machine now, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. As we can see, the prize ticket is there, ready for the taking. That will stay there until you take it, just so you know. It won't actually disappear overnight. So if you do forget to come back down and grab it, don't worry, it won't disappear. There's a machine inside Merluza's house and it takes tickets, and there's actually a big conveyor belt of prizes you can get. There are some extremely overpowered prizes you can get from this machine. You can get universal loved gifts. If you look at that mug there with the purple iridium juice inside it, that's actually a universal loved gift. Everybody loves it. You can get really cool skins, you can get mushroom logs, you can even get magic rock candies. There's a book there as well you can get, it's called Friendship 101. That book is extremely overpowered. Once that book of power is activated, you will get additional friendship points for any sort of friendship activity you do around Stardew Valley. It's absolutely insane, especially if you want to maximize those friendships if you need to get certain recipes if you're going for perfection. You can also get other really good stuff in here too, such as Pirate's Treasure, that sells for 5,000 gold. Let's talk about the new updates made to fish tanks. You can now put more items in the fish tanks. We can put in the anchor, we can put in the treasure chest, we can put in the pearl, and it just adds a really good aesthetic now to the fish tank. But that's not all. Fishing has received massive updates in this video. Let's talk about the new different types of fishing bobbers. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you go into Willie's shop here, there is a machine at the right hand side. You can actually interact with this machine and you can change the style of your bobber. Now we just have a few styles unlocked at the moment, but eventually when you capture all the fish, you do unlock all of the styles and there's some really cool bobbers you can get. Right now we're using the duck bobber. It's actually hilarious and it just adds just a little bit of extra fun to the fishing minigame. A lot of people complain about the hardships of the fishing minigame, but a lot of updates have been put into 1.6 to make fishing more lucrative and to make it a tad bit easier for players. We can now fish in style with these new bobber types. Next up, let's talk about the new Artisan equipment, the Dehydrator. It's used to create Artisan goods. Now one is given to you for free from Demetrius if you choose the Mushroom Cave. The Dehydrator will create dried mushrooms, dried fruit and raisins, but you need to put 5 of a specific item in there to get back a dried item or to get back a raisin. So 5 grapes for a raisin, 5 of any sort of fruit for dried fruit, and 5 of any sort of mushroom for dried mushrooms. And from what I've gathered so far, most of the things you get back, you do make a pretty good profit on. That's basically it. Thanks again to my channel members, thanks for your support, and I'll see you all in the next video.